For me, it was really interesting. Afterwards, I was crying.
Whoa, so it's real drama, heavy drama. It made Chang cry.
For the record, I always cry.
Okay, so...
Yeah, it kind of moved me afterwards. Yes. So,
from one place to another.
from one emotion to another.
If you don't watch it every Christmas, then you have not yet fully integrated.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, because
DDR did it first. Disney.
okay, this is not coming from us.
Yeah, you can research on your own.
Yes, please.
Listen responsibly.
Yes, that's what you should do. But yeah, since this one's...
Welcome to the Nosy Noisy Neighbors podcast with Chang and Nin, where two immigrants in Germany talk about expat stuff. Hello, Chang! High energy!
Energy FM.
Yes! Guten Morgen, Deutschland!
Yes, guten Morgen. Is it not morning? Is it still morning?
It depends on when are they going to listen.
Okay. So,
yeah, it's always morning somewhere.
in the world. That's
Yeah.
true. So, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
And, yeah, go straight to the to the point.
Yeah, of course. We're going to talk about the German movies that we've watched.
Oh, yes. This is in relation to our previous episode.
Yeah.
The series, German series.
Yeah. That was supposed to be one episode only, but we talked so much when we talked about series, so we had to cut it short.
That's true. That's true. We got carried away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Would you like to start?
Oh yeah, okay. Wait, let me just check my list.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so this one, I've watched it during my integration course, like Orientierungscourse.
In
In the school.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, because we're talking about the Geschichte, the history of Deutschland. And our instructor made, I don't know, maybe he ran out of lessons.
Oh.
I don't really know, but because Orientierungscourse, it lasts for weeks, like almost 1 month.
Okay.
And the book that we're using is just this thin, like really thin.
Okay.
So I don't know, like
You already
covered everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and then probably he ran out of idea what to do. So he made us watch Goodbye Lenin.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so spoiler alert. So this one is about during the time when the Germany is divided into two,
Like the GDR
and
the DDR and then the
BDR. Yeah.
Okay.
So it was about the mother who was in coma,
Okay.
and she didn't know that.
The division was no longer there.
Yeah, it's already it's just one Germany. And then when she woke up,
Yeah.
the son tried to make her believe that it's still like, it's still communist here.
Okay. Why?
Because of her health.
Okay. Like she had dementia or something.
No, not dementia, but she's at risk
Okay.
of, like,
She can't be shocked.
Yeah, and so he had to do a lot of things, like stuff that they do in the DDR times, and also like, what is the cucumber?
Yeah. Gorka.
Yeah, the one that you can buy in Spreewald. Like he had to copy the brand of the DDR stuff.
Oh my God. So this kind of remind me of like the 51st dates.
Oh yeah.
Like the newspapers and things like that. Okay, that's interesting. But this one's for mom and like family version.
Family version, yeah.
And do you think it helped you integrate into it helped with the integration course?
It's alright.
It's alright. Did you enjoy the film though?
I did, because like, even because at that time I still cannot really, fully, like,
of course, they speak fast in the movie, but I understand it.
Oh, that's good. So it's like beginner friendly.
Yeah,
how do you say it?
beginner-
Auslander friendly.
Yeah, agree. Yeah, but I would say that going back to your question, if you ask me if it helped me integrate,
Yeah.
I think if you don't know the history, yes, it would. But because I am interested with this stuff, so I already know that.
Okay.
I already know stuff like this. That
Yeah.
you know.
So like it mainly focused on history of Germany.
Kind of like it shows how it was in the DDR times.
That's good. But still, for your classmates who are new in Germany, like fresh.
Well, I don't know because they are Ukrainian, so they are also part of the USSR.
That's true. So they probably actually don't need it.
Yeah.
So your teacher probably played that movie for you.
Maybe only
Thinking
for
like,
me.
okay, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe he thought like, the history of Germany didn't reach Philippines, so maybe. Sir, there's already internet now. No?
She's probably still living in the DDR.
No, actually, my teacher, he was originally from Cologne.
Okay. So he's supposed to be like a modern person.
Yeah, but he's old, so he's not.
During his time.
Yeah.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah. And it can also be a West propaganda because he's from the West.
Yeah. Is it still a thing?
I don't know. More than 30 years later, it's still a thing. West
So
propaganda.
he's the opposite of the like this. What's this movie again? Like the opposite of the sun. Like instead of doing DDR stuff, he's doing all the
West stuff. Yeah.
But so how would you rate this film?
Oh, it's nice. It's really good, actually. I would really recommend it.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. So I would say it's 8.5 over 10.
Oh wow! Very generous. So
Yes.
is it comedy, drama, or
It's drama.
full on drama?
Not really. Maybe drama comedy because it's funny when he was trying to hide the
Okay.
stuff. And also I know the actor that played here. Like he's already a famous actor in Hollywood.
Okay.
So yeah, I didn't know that he was German.
Until you saw this movie.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's interesting. Maybe I could also put it on my list.
Yes.
Of things to watch.
Yeah. So your turn.
Yeah, so now since we are on the topic of like how do you call it, the DDR and then the
BDR.
DDR, there's also like a DDR film that's always being recommended to everyone who is like interested in the history of the DDR. It's called Das Leben der Anderen.
The lives of others.
Kind of.
Oh, I
So-
don't know this. Also, what's this about?
So it's about the Stasi, the secret police. There were like a lot of main characters. There's like 3 of them. Actors, art. 2 of the 3.
Again.
Oh my God, I'm having difficulty with my English and explanation. Okay. So this film has 3 main characters in a way. 2 of them are artists, and 1 is Stasi, a secret police.
Yes.
So these 2 persons, they were assigned to this one secret police because the state were thinking like they could be
A spy.
Yeah, dangerous to our
state.
to our state.
Wait. So the secret police is the one assigned to these 2 artists, or the 2 artists were assigned?
No, this is the secret police
Is assigned. Okay.
So he is assigned to
To
these
the
2 artists.
artist, okay.
Yeah. Because they were having like ideas. How do you say it? Like up and something ideas. Like something, their ideas are out of the box, kind of.
It's not in the standard of the regierung, of the government.
Exactly. So that's why they are being followed and things like that. And yeah, it took a different turn in a way. So I will not spoil it because this is really interesting. I would just say, like, my experience after watching this film, this is also like drama suspense.
Wait, is it like thriller?
No, not really thriller, just suspense. Because, you know, like the build-up of like how things are.
I saw really interesting.
For me, it was really interesting. Afterwards, I was crying.
Whoa, so it's real drama, heavy drama. It made Chang cried.
For the record, I always cry.
Okay, so
I cry when I watch films. So, but this one was like, it kind of moved me afterwards. Yes. So,
from one place to another.
From one emotion to another. So yeah, I really enjoyed this film. And
so how would you rate it?
I would rate this one as like 9.
Wow.
8.5 to 10, kind of 8.5 to 9. Yeah.
Okay. Wait, how old is this film?
It's old.
Like really old also.
No, I don't think so. But it's not 2000s. It's before the 1990s.
Maybe 90s.
Yeah, watch it if you can.
Yes.
I think it's on Prime.
Oh really? Okay.
So yeah. Okay. And maybe you still have anything with
this genre.
like history. Do you call it like history genre?
It's a propaganda.
It's a propaganda genre.
No, I don't have any more.
Okay. There's one. This one's very latest. And very latest. Very new.
Yes. Like just released yesterday. Kind of thing.
It was released this year.
Oh,
I think so.
This year, 2024?
Oscars. This one.
Yeah, no, 2023.
2023.
If it's Oscars nominated.
So, this film was released last year. It got an Oscar nomination for...
I think multiple.
Yeah, they had a lot of nominations and they won one, I think.
Congrats, by the way.
Yeah. So, it's called The Zone of Interest. And I think we all know what it's about. But just like, short synopsis.
Short synopsis.
It's already synopsis and then short. So, like...
Redundant.
Synopsis is... It's about Nazi Germany. So, they were mainly focusing about this one family.
Yeah. I saw the trailer. I haven't watched it yet.
In Auschwitz. So, yeah. It was good. I was confused in a way.
So, this one, it shows the family who is a Nazi, right? So, it's kind of like humanizing the Nazi, I would say.
Who? They're kind of doing that, but in a way also showing
the monster side.
Yeah, like they're humanizing the monsters. You can see them as monsters, but in human form.
Okay.
Yeah, like
but I get what you mean, and I hope the listeners also.
I hope so. But anyway, if you have questions, do comment.
or you can just read the synopsis and Wikipedia.
That's true. But yeah, this one's quite interesting because you get to follow them. They're the head of like the first head of the Auschwitz, and then like the plans were there, and things like that. Yeah, but I think for Germans this would be like extra
Offensive.
Not offensive, but it might bring back memories when they visited like when they had their like history class, when they visited like the concentration camps.
So it might be triggering for German people who would watch this.
Yeah, I would say so for those, especially for
the
those
older generation.
Yeah,
definitely.
And yeah, like if you see the people in the cinema, like afterwards they were like really silent. Yeah, it was that feeling like very solemn afterwards.
So it's So, did you watch it on cinema?
Yeah, we did watch it on cinema.
Oh, so...
We got free tickets.
Yes!
Because we're influencers.
No, so it means it's kind of like you went to a museum.
Yeah, yes, that's exactly how I would explain this movie. That's the right words.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Um,
But yes, since I'm not very much knowledgeable about these things, I cannot really feel.
well, because you did not experience it, probably.
Yeah, like perhaps because like we did not have this first-hand experience.
Yeah.
Although we.
But it's a good way probably to show how it was back then. Like it's a good way to educate people.
Yeah, like this is way educational, like, and for me perhaps because there were still words that I cannot really grasp. Like I have to
Use your dictionary.
I have to ask. And unfortunately, we cannot pause the cinema to ask like, what does that mean or things like that. For me, it was still kind of confusing because there were like technical terms that I cannot really grasp. Yeah.
But you said that everybody was like solemn and like sad.
Yeah.
Probably. Did you also feel that after the movie?
After the movie, like, it depends on the person. If you go to the
The museum, the Holocaust Museum, probably.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Or in any museum, each person have like a different perspective or emotion after visiting such.
Yeah.
And for me, it was like really from an outsider's perspective.
So how did you feel after?
Afterwards, it was like neutral to kind of sad.
So in that spectrum still.
Yeah.
Okay, then it is effective then, I would say.
It is still effective. I learned a lot. Although just afterwards I have to ask like,
what is this?
to recall.
If that happens to me, like if, for example, I watch a movie and it really sparked my interest about history and everything, I would not sleep at night. I would read Wikipedia.
You would go down the rabbit hole.
I would dig deeper. Like I would doom scroll, sometimes not just even watching movies. Sometimes I would just go to a museum.
Yeah.
So I would learn a lot of history, right? And then at night, I would read about this family who lived in this schloss or something, and then I would, go back to 100 AD.
Right?
Yeah.
See? So that kind of thing. Although what they showed in the films were already common knowledge. Like you've seen this in The Boy in Striped Pajamas. So this one was very, like, the setup, how it's done, cinematically speaking. This is very interesting for me.
So how did you rate it already? I
did not.
Okay, so how would you rate it?
I would rate it 7. Because
of the terms.
Yeah. Since I cannot really understand a lot of like the technical terms, so I had to like re-ask and then, retell the story in my words. So I get corrected.
Okay. So talking about Nazi, I've watched this movie. It's called Their Vorname.
Oh, okay. I've
which
never heard
directly
of this
translates to the name. Or what's the first name? Sorry. The first name. So this one, it's just, I think, 4 or 5 actors and actors here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It is, I would say, like, they saved a lot of budget here probably because the settings, like, it was just shoot in one house.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's just like 5 actors and actresses, right? So, this, again, spoiler alert. So, this one is about, the setting is like they're having a dinner. And one of them is about to have a child.
Okay.
And then one of them asks, like, so what's the name of the child? And he was making a prank. Like, he's pranking everybody in the dinner. He will name the child Adolf.
Okay.
But it was just a joke until the discussion went into like it became personal already.
Oh.
Yeah. And these are all Germans, huh?
So the setting of the film is like modern.
It's modern. It's not in the 90s. I think I'm not sure, but maybe the listeners can just Google it. Like I'm not sure when it was released, but it's not old.
Okay. So it's modern. But then, the characters are still triggered by the
name Adolf. Agree. That's how it is. Yeah. And they are trying to convince him to not name it Adolf, or like really asking him like, are you serious that you're naming your child Adolf, blah blah blah, and stuff like that. But yeah, he was just really joking.
But is it like something historical or?
It's not. Maybe it's drama comedy also.
Okay.
But everybody was serious.
Okay.
But I don't know, maybe from an audience perspective,
Yeah.
it might be funny because as a viewer that he was just joking.
Yeah. Okay, you already have this idea.
Yeah. But he did not reveal it, I think, until the half of the movie.
Alright.
So I'm just very interested in how on what's gonna happen. Like at the first part, like I'm also confused that is he really gonna name it Adolf, and why is everybody like not agreeing with this?
Oh yeah. So that's like the entire film they were just like discussing.
Yeah.
But still interesting.
It is because it became really personal, and then the wife who is pregnant, like she was being called slut.
Oh God!
And then a lot of secrets also revealed, like their family friend who was also in the dinner, it was revealed that he was dating their mother. Stuff like that.
Oh, this is crazy just because of the word Adolf.
Yeah, that.
So who's the secret? You know the game. There's this secret Adolf, secret Nazi or something.
No, I don't know that.
That's I think that's where Among Us got its name. But yeah, okay. So how would you rate this one?
Oh, it's interesting for me. So I would also rate it 8.
Okay, that's good. Like, for some people, just watching people discussing.
Talking, yeah. I don't know because I enjoyed, like, I listen to, podcasts also. I listen to, like, just people talking.
So this one got your interest.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. So, but do you know people named Adolf? Oh,
in real life?
Yeah.
No.
Like, not the Hitler guy.
No. Wait. Let me think. I don't know because if you heard the name Adolf, the first thing that comes into your mind is the Hitler dude. So I'm not sure. Maybe the other Adolf who has the name, like they were like removed from the limelight.
Yeah.
Do you know anybody?
Yeah, like back then I was in elementary.
So this is in the Philippines.
This is in the Philippines.
Yeah, it's common. I think
it's a common name.
It's not it's not a negative name in the Philippines, I would say.
Yeah, that's true. Like this one's like a brother of a friend. And every time I hear the word Adolf back then, I would recall myself like, oh yeah, his brother. Because he was like, they're a good-looking family, I would say. So everyone has a crush on them, and then they play football. So everyone would just swoon at this Adolf guy. But if you're listening,
yes, there's Adolf.
Yeah. So that's it. Like when I hear the word Adolf, it would lead me straight to this guy.
Not the Nazi dude.
Not the Nazi dude, the football playing dude.
The good-looking guy. What do you call that? Like, how do you say that? Crush ng bayan?
Yeah, like, I don't know, like, he's the school jockey.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But yeah. It's not a big thing in the Philippines. Even, there are some dumb people who would actually wear the swastika.
Yeah. It was, like, one... Wait, sorry. There's one dude on social media. I'm not sure if he knows the implication of what he did, but recently it was a graduation season in the Philippines. So like people would go on a pictorial or like the official, what do you call that, like
Graduation photo.
Yeah. And in the graduation photo, you can choose, aside from wearing this toga, like you can wear whatever you want, right?
Like a costume or something.
Yeah, like they call it creative shot. Okay. And so what he did was he wears this Nazi uniform and did the Nazi salute. And then he made that as his profile photo on Facebook. And then it backfired on him.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. And everybody was like saying that like good luck looking for a job in the future and congrats that you graduated, but it seems like you did not deserve it.
You don't deserve the diploma.
Yeah, because did you learn anything from school? Why would you do that?
That's just dumb. Okay. So yeah, do we still have any of this historical genre?
No.
Yeah. No. So do you have any other interesting genres that you want to
share? Oh yeah, I watched this. It's a comedy actually.
Okay.
This one, okay, so we changed genre now.
We're going to comedy
Yeah.
now.
It's called Fuck You Goethe.
Okay, yeah.
Have you watched this?
After you've mentioned this to me once. Afterwards, I think we both watched the trailer, right?
Yeah, the trailer.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was interesting. I haven't seen this one. So
Yeah, so this one is about this dude. He is a thief. In the beginning of the movie, he stole something and then he was caught. But the money that he stole, he put it somewhere in a construction site.
Okay.
So, and then he was in jail for like years. And then as soon as he got out of jail, his first plan is to get the money that he hid in the construction site. And then he learned that this place is already a school. Okay? And so he had to think of a way of how he can, dig underneath.
Alright. Okay.
And so he applied as a substitute teacher.
Okay, Germany. Not that we have something against criminal. But don't you do like background check if they're qualified? Is he qualified?
Well, he faked it until he made it.
Alright.
Because the students in this school are all Aussie.
Okay. So
They're already fed up. They cannot control the kids and everything. So they probably want to try this new dude.
okay, he might bring something new on the table.
And so he got in as a substitute teacher, and then he fell in love with a fellow teacher and everything. And he was able to really
Retrieve the money. Or change something.
change the kids. Definitely, like, he was able to make them follow him.
Oh, okay. Even without, Ausbildung as a teacher.
And then, but at night, he was really still digging.
Okay. So he still got his, focus.
On the goal, yeah. And then when he fell in love with the teacher, I think the teacher learned his secret goal or something, and then, that thing happened.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think it has a part 2. I'm not sure.
But really?
Yeah. It's really funny. It's really comedy. It's not drama at all.
So like pure rom-com.
Yeah.
Okay. So how would you rate this one?
I would say 8.
8.
For German standards.
And then, did you learn a lot of Umgangssprache?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's good. So that's why you rated it with 8.
Yeah, or 8 or 9, I would say, because Germany has very few comedy movies, right? So for this one, they were able to do it, like,
okay.
It's rare, I would say. That's why it's 9. I changed it. Sorry, it's 9.
So from 8 to 9.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Although I would say Germany has a lot of comedy films for Germans.
For Germans, but like I would say that German comedy has its own lane.
That's true. I mean, like the Filipino humor.
Slash American.
Yeah. It's not like they're just parallel with each other. They don't really meet somewhere. So, but yeah, I think like sometimes they could be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't get offended by how we say it because it's just like different humor for us.
Yeah. We're used to different humor.
But yeah, like speaking of comedy, I have here like a few
Yes.
like classic comedies because these are like old films.
Okay.
The first one is like it's called Der Schuh des Manitu.
Manitu, what's that?
Like
Is it the name? The Shoe of Manitu?
yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Like this one's an old film. Like maybe your in-laws would definitely know this film.
Okay.
It reminded me of this German cartoon, Yakari. It's like like this native.
Native American.
Yeah, this is like a Native American themed kind of.
So Karl May kind of thing. You know
Who's
Karl
Karl
May?
May? Wait,
He is a writer. He writes about this Indian American stuff.
it's American.
No, he is German,
He's
but
German.
he's so into Indian American.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, going back.
So yeah, I'm not sure if it's like something related with Karl May, but it's a comedy about like Native American. If I can remember it correctly, there are like 3 main characters.
Okay.
2 of them is played by one person. Because
Okay.
they're twins.
Other twins
Yeah.
in the movie. Okay.
Like the main guy and his twin sister. Or yeah, what I like about old movies is that they really don't care about wokeness.
Well, because it has its own time.
Yeah.
Like at that time, it's probably funny.
Yeah, back then.
Back then.
Back then. And yeah, so it's probably a sister or a brother / sister. I'm not sure like so he's got a twin
Okay.
who's feminine. And then there's this other guy which yeah, I kind of like really forgot the gist of this story because
It's old.
it's old and it's just, comedy. They focus on comedy, not much on the story kind of.
Okay. So it's chaotic kind of comedy.
Yeah, the main purpose why I watched this is for integration.
But it's about Native American.
It's like integration to German humor. That's
To German humor.
yeah, like we do this for some reason at home. Yeah, and because I'm not sure like this Germans would call this a classic. So although I'm not sure about the new generation, but like the millennials and backward, they would say like laugh at this one. At first I was like, huh? Like like the conversation kind of humor doesn't really like humor me that much. But this one they have like slapstick and then there are just like some in some way it made me laugh. For me, I find it more on like funny acting. And then some dialogues I do understand that should be funny, which I found funny.
Yes.
Like there's this they have a horse on this film. That's where like this phrase came from, like langsam like the horse name Son Scott's Dovida.
Oh,
Yeah, like-
that's what you learned.
That's what I learned because it's like some things can be funny.
Okay.
Like how can a horse run slowly? They should be running fast. But anyway, yeah, I find it funny. But since it's chaotic and things like that, I forgot the main goal of the story.
You said to me that they did not focus so much on the story, but they
Yeah.
focus more on the funny stuff.
Or maybe I did focus on the funny stuff only. And not on the story.
Because it's in German.
Yeah.
When you watch it, you probably don't have your C1 yet.
Actually, I already did.
Okay, so how would you
Please
rate
don't
it?
take my certificate away. Yeah, I would say that's 7 for me.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's one.
That's interesting because I know this Karl May dude. He wrote a lot of stuff about Native Americans too. I don't know, maybe like the old German people maybe have an obsession with Native Americans.
Oh yeah.
And like when I visited my in-laws, we watched a play, like an open air play. It's about like Native America.
Fun Carme.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's not comedy.
It's not.
Okay. But I've heard of this Carme Museum, and they do Ausstellungen, but I'm not really. I did not really follow this one. I did not know
he's
that.
an old, like he's a dead. I don't know, like
He's
just
a
always,
dead artist.
Yeah. Okay.
If you're enjoying this podcast and you're watching us on YouTube, please hit the like and subscribe button.
Yes, and we're also available in other platforms such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Amazon Music.
And if you're generous enough,
Please buy us a coffee.
yes, please.
When we were in your place, I don't know who started this one, but somebody mentioned these new kids. And then we watched it in your place, like the first part. And then when we got home, we continued it.
Oh God.
This one is not German movie. I think it's like a Netherlander.
Yeah, it's from the Netherlands.
But it was dubbed to German. And it was famous here in Germany, I
was
think.
famous, yeah, back in the days where MTV was still MTV doing,
Jackass
Jackass.
stuff.
But this one's a film.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Like, the story doesn't make sense. Like, for example, one character was shot by a gun. And he's still alive,
So,
Something like that.
like, it's like a Looney Tunes kind of.
Yeah, but played by not a cartoon, but like a real person.
Yeah, and this one would be funny for us.
Yeah, this is our humor, I would say.
Like slapstick, Looney Tunes kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is crazy. I've seen like half of this one. I did not finish it because
When we left, you stopped.
it was just, they were just like, everything's Umgangssprache.
Yeah. Like, the plot that I remember is, like, he was fired from the job, and so he doesn't have money anymore, and a lot of people are asking for his money because he owes them.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
So he's got a lot of
Debt,
that.
yeah.
So how would you rate this one?
7 to 8.
7 to 8.
Yeah.
You were really entertained.
Yeah, I was.
Because they have like, I think part 2, right?
Yeah, but I didn't watch the part 2.
Yet.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Another chaotic comedy classic with new kids and Schuh des Manitu is the Siebenswerke. It's a parody for Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Oh.
Yeah, it is really a parody because there's like Snow White there and there's like seven dwarves and there's this evil queen and things like that. So the story goes like that. And then some plot twist in the almost end. It's just crazy. For a
German
comedy. And I think this is like a kind of German humor.
Okay.
They love crazy things. It makes them laugh. But yeah, this one's kind of funny. There were like the classic phrase where like the mirror would say, "Hallo erstmal."
Oh, really?
Yeah, like the first time the mirror appeared, it really cracked me up.
Like, you did not expect that.
Yeah, in a way. Like,
Yeah.
that was unexpected coming from,
Like, a serious mirror.
yeah, like, what? Yeah,
Oh,
but,
yeah, I would imagine that's funny. That's also my humor.
so you should watch this one. And, yeah, it's funny. I don't think I could tell you the plot more because it's just
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
exactly. You might not want to have a spoiler.
Okay, yeah.
Spoiler on Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Oh, there's new Snow White coming out.
Yeah, like it got a lot of backlash, right?
Yeah.
But not this Siebenswege,
So I think that you like this more than the new Snow White, the brown Snow White.
I haven't seen that yet.
Well, it's not yet released, but you know
okay.
the trailer.
Alright.
You know that, like, there's lots of issue about that. Anyway,
Oh, okay.
we're already on the, on the path of fairy tales.
Yeah, fairy tale. So this one's funny. If you want something like on this kind of level, like parody level, you should watch this. I would rate this like 7 to 8.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm not sure though, but I find this.
But why not 9 if it cracked you up?
It's just like I don't know.
It's not deep.
Sorry, but yeah, I just feel like giving 7 to 8. I'm happy with my
Yes. Okay, so again, when we're already in the fairy tale spectrum.
Yes, alright.
So this one, people watch it every Christmas.
Like a Christmas movie.
It's a tradition. It's part of the German tradition. If you don't watch it every Christmas, then you have not yet fully integrated.
That's true. That's true.
That's the criteria.
That's the criteria of integration. Yes. So the title is.
Drei Haselnüsse for Aschenbrödel.
That's correct. Yeah.
It's actually an East Germany movie.
Really?
Yeah, it
Okay.
was shoot in Czech and in Moritzburg.
Yeah, like
The Schloss.
The Schloss. Yeah, we've talked about it in our castle episode.
Yeah.
So that's true. And if you go there, you can find her
Schuh.
So basically Cinderella.
Yeah.
But not a parody.
Oh, this one is a serious one.
Yeah, so really fairy tale, Disney shit.
You know Disney before, they only just play the movie animated. Before they make it like a real person, I think this one was first.
Yeah, because
DDR did it first. Disney.
but although in the Disney film, they did not have hazelnuts for Cinderella.
Yeah.
She had her fairy godmother. But this one, she had 3 hazelnuts, so like 3
wishes. No, I would say that this one's original because the fairy tales really came from Germany.
True, from the Gebrüder Grimm, like Grimm's brothers. Yeah.
I googled the actress of this one. I think she died already.
Oh. Well.
But she's a classic. Her legacy still lives on.
That's true. Every December.
Every December 25.
Yeah. Because on my first year in Germany, since there were no like TVs allowed, I haven't seen this one, but I've heard of this one. And after a year, every Christmas, this is like a thing, especially for family with small kids.
Yeah. Because it's just on their Mediatek on the TV. It's
true.
just, what do you call Mediatek? Like library? I don't know.
The library. And even like your local TV channels would show this one.
Yeah. And it's not just one time. Like, for example, they would play at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
They would play it again at 12 noon.
That's true. So, it's a must watch.
Yeah. You don't have any choice. They will force you. You will be aggressively
forced to watch this one. Also, like, since we're already on the Christmas period, it's like, for us Filipinos, it's the Burr month.
Filipinos always say that, the Christmas starts at September 1.
Yeah.
Because, you hear the Christmas songs in the mall and everything. People decorate their house with Christmas decors and stuff. But it's also the same here, except that people don't decorate their house. You see in Lidl Aldi, they would start selling Christmas stuff.
Oh yeah, there's this thing,
The
Stollen or like the Lebkuchen. Back then, they would sell it only during Christmas, like December period. And then, people would complain or something, and then they kind of like put it out earlier, and then it got like early until like September. And then now people were like, oh, like it's Christmas already.
Yeah. Because September 1 is Sunday. And
Yeah.
so every grocery is closed. So we went to grocery
Monday.
no, before before
Like
August 31. And it's already on display.
they're too excited to double their income.
Yeah.
I think it's just like for financial reason.
Or that's so that they don't need to bring it out on Monday.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
But this stuff could get,
Expensive or what?
they're not affordable.
Really?
They're not really that affordable, I would say. Because they would cost like 3 euros, 4 euros for a small pack.
Well, because it's seasonal. It's
Yeah, that's true.
just
And like
It's
any
fine.
other Christmas stuff, they could not be very affordable.
just wait till it's on sale.
So you have to wait until January.
No, it's fine. Even it's fine because it's
For the spirit of Christmas, we pay extra for stuff.
Be generous because
No.
that's the spirit of Christmas.
I'm too stingy for that. I just have to wait until it's expired.
Okay, so going back to your thought.
If we're done with Christmas, we go to New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
And every New Year, there's this English film,
Oh, that they play every
New Year. Or like
sorry, it's
Sylvester.
Sylvester, yeah. December 31 at night.
So they would play this one after Mutti
Merkel.
the Angela Merkel. So every New Year's or Sylvester, she would give her speech, and then afterwards they would play this English film. It's called
Dinner for One.
Dinner for One, where James the butler and his boss chefin, they have guests.
Yeah.
And so it's an English film. They talk in English.
Yeah.
But as I was told by a German, it's a German film actually.
Really?
Yeah, it's a German film. But they made it, they made the dialogue in English. And they made it look like an English film. Just to, entice people to watch it.
They make it international.
Kind of. Or, because it's for the German market. And I think back then, if I remember the explanation correctly,
Again,
this is not coming from us.
Yeah, you can research on your own.
Yes, please.
Listen responsibly.
Yes, that's what you should do. But yeah, since this one's coming from a German, and
This is from Pierre.
no, this one's coming from a from a boss.
From your host family? Or
No, like I'm babysitting these kids.
Okay.
And we were like talking about this dinner for one.
Mm-hmm.
And the host or the parents were like telling me like interesting stuff about this film. And yeah, like they said, like it's supposed to entice the German market because that time like English films were like
A thing? Or
on demand. And
so they, instead of speaking
in German.
hey, why? I don't understand.
Because like, the western thing is like kind of Western films were kind of a thing back then, and people
so-
were like starting to learn English.
Okay, so maybe because like West and East are still a thing, and West are very westernized. Like they are into English. Maybe,
Perhaps it was that way because I don't know, that was the explanation given to me. Like it was to entice people to watch it.
So it's kind of like the same as the Cinderella every December 25. You have to watch this every Sylvester also.
Yeah, after watching the speech of the now Chancellor.
Yeah. That was, I think it's being played while waiting for the fireworks.
You
watch this.
That's true. Since we already finished with the Sylvester theme.
See you next year.
We'll be wrapping up. Oh, yeah.
Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this.
And if you have like any movies to recommend or share, or if you wanna correct our synopsis or random stuff, write it on the comment. See you next time.
Bye!
Bye! Chew!